Okay, so today we're doing math, chapter 1.2, and we're going to start with the vocabulary. So the first vocabulary word is inequality. An inequality is a math statement where two quantities are not equal. So you're normally used to seeing an equal sign, and so in an inequality you will not see an equal sign. So things you need to know about inequalities. The greater than symbol means greater than. That means the mouth is open this way. Or the point is to the left, or I'm sorry, to the right. The point is to the right. So you could put a line in there and make an arrow that's pointing right. That is the greater than symbol. Now this symbol with the point to the left and the mouth open to the right is the less than symbol. So if you put a line in it and you make an arrow pointing to the left, you know that means less than. Left is less than, right is greater than. So for example, 10 is greater than 9. That's how you would read that inequality. There's no equal sign because 10 doesn't equal 9. It is greater than 9. So that is an inequality. 10 is greater than 9. Now the other inequality I wrote as an example is 1 is less than 4. That's because 1 doesn't equal 4. 1 is less than 4. So inequality, this is a concept you definitely have learned before. You should have started this in about 3rd grade and you should have been working on it every year, but this year it gets a little bit harder. So we're just going to start out easy, and this is a vocabulary word. You might not have referred to these statements as inequalities before, but now we're going to start. So remember, an inequality is a math statement where two quantities are not equal, or two numbers are not equal. When it's pointing that way, it's greater than, and when it's pointing this way, it's less than. Right is greater than, left is less than. So that is our only vocabulary for math 1.2. So now we're going to move on to do some examples to help you out with the homework. Okay, so we're going to do math chapter 1.2. We're going to do some examples now that we've already done the vocabulary. So, as you can see, I drew a number line that starts at -10 and goes all the way up to +10. When you're doing these homework problems, drawing a number line out is going to help you immensely. It's really going to help you solve these problems really fast. So, the first thing we're going to do is order the numbers from least to greatest. Least means smallest, greatest means largest. So from the smallest number to the biggest number out of these numbers. And an easy way to get this done is to just plot each number on the graph first. That's the first step, and you're going to see why once we do that. So my first number is -7. So I'm just going to put a little dot above -7. And then I have +4. So I'm going to put a little dot above +4. -10. 0. +3. +8. And a +1. This is simply just to help you, because if you watched the vocabulary and you paid attention, you would know the lower numbers are to the left, or the negative numbers are to the left, and the positive numbers are to the right. So on any number line, the farther to the left you go, the lower the number is going to be. So if we're ordering the numbers from the least to the greatest, we're going to start all the way to the left. So our first point is at a -10. So it goes -10, and then my next point is -7. And then my next point is 0. And then 1, 3, then 4, and my last point is 8. And I want you to notice, 8 is the farthest to the right. So I went in order from left to right, and I did least to greatest. Now if my instructions were to go from the greatest to the least, I would start on this side. It would have been 8, 4, 3, 1, 0, -7, and -10. So I hope that helps you understand ordering the numbers from least to greatest. Some of you don't need to draw out a number line. You can do it in your head. You can see, oh, -10 is going to be the lowest number. So I'm going to start with that. But if you're like me, I need to draw a picture so that I can see and I make sure I don't miss any numbers. That's okay too. That's what I would prefer you do. So that's just the first example. Now the second example is where we're really going to learn to do the inequalities. Remember, this word is a vocabulary word. It's where two numbers are not equal. So there is no equal sign. There's going to be a greater than sign or a less than sign. So you think of it as the alligator mouth. The alligator wants to eat the larger number because it wants to get full. So I have a positive 7 and a positive 3. You could also think of it in terms of money. Would you rather have $7 in your pocket or would you rather have $3 in your pocket? I would rather have $7. That is the larger number. So 7 is greater than 3. That's how you read that. Now, I have -5 and -4. Negative numbers are tricky. So this is where we're going to come back up to this number line. And we're going to find -5, which is right here, and -4, which is right next to it. This might be confusing to you. There's a couple different ways to think about it. -5 is farthest to the left, so that means it is the lowest number. -4 is greater than -5. And you're probably thinking, why? That doesn't really make sense. We've always learned about numbers, and it just is a little confusing. If you think about it in money, if you think negative would mean you owe money, would you rather owe your mom $4? Which one is more, I mean? Is owing your mom $4 more than owing your mom $5? No. If you owe $5, that's the larger number. I'm sorry, I just explained that wrong. If you owe $5, you owe more, but you're more in debt, so 4 is the larger number. So -5 is lower than -4 because it's farther to the left. So the alligator is going to eat the -4. The -4 is a larger number. I know I just kind of explained that in a confusing way, but if you just follow the number line, that's going to get you the answer every time. Now I'm going to look at -1 and 0. They're again right next to each other. Which number is closer to this arrow? The -1. So the -1 is less than 0. If you're looking for greater, if you want to always make the mouth open to whatever side, which number is closest to this? The 0. So the alligator is going to eat the 0 because 0 is greater than -1. -1 is like owing $1 or owing $0. So owing $4 is greater than owing $5. 7 is greater than 3. So these are some examples from Math Chapter 1.2 that go along with our vocab. This is all review work. This is review math from the last several years. So it should definitely not be too difficult for you. This should really set you up for your homework. So good luck on your homework.